Because, she said, when you're scared but you still do it anyway, that's brave. If you dare nothing, then when the day is over, nothing is all you will have gained. Sometimes you wake up. Sometimes the fall kills you. And sometimes, when you fall, you fly. Picking 5 favorite books is like picking the 5 body parts you'd most like not to lose. There are so many fragile things, after all. People break so easily, and so do dreams and hearts. You've a good heart. Sometimes that's enough to see you safe wherever you go. But mostly, it's not. Tomorrow may be hell, but today was a good writing day, and on the good writing days nothing else matters. I went away in my head, into a book. That was where I went whenever real life was too hard or too inflexible. Stories may well be lies, but they are good lies that say true things, and which can sometimes pay the rent. You're always you, and that don't change, and you're always changing, and there's nothing you can do about it. I hope that in this year to come, you make mistakes. Because if you are making mistakes, you're doing something. All your questions can be answered, if that is what you want. But once you learn your answers, you can never unlearn them. Most books on witchcraft will tell you that witches work naked. This is because most books on witchcraft were written by men. Fairy tales are more than true, not because they tell us that dragons exist, but because they tell us that dragons can be beaten. She says nothing at all, but simply stares upward into the dark sky and watches, with sad eyes, the slow dance of the infinite stars. This is how you do it. You sit down at the keyboard and you put one word after another until it's done. It's that easy, and that hard. Nobody looks like what they really are on the inside. You don't. I don't. People are much more complicated than that. It's true of everybody. Things need not have happened to be true. Tales and dreams are the shadow truths that will endure when mere facts are dust and ashes, and forgot. What I say is, a town isn't a town without a bookstore. It may call itself a town, but unless it's got a bookstore, it knows it's not foolin' a soul. Books make great gifts because they have whole worlds inside of them. And it's much cheaper to buy somebody a book than it is to buy them the whole world. Being a writer is a very peculiar sort of a job. It's always you versus a blank sheet of paper, or a blank screen, and quite often the blank piece of paper wins. I don't want whatever I want. Nobody does. Not really. What kind of fun would it be if I just got everything I ever wanted just like that, and it didn't mean anything? What then? In a perfect world, you could fuck people without giving them a piece of your heart. And every glittering kiss and every touch of flesh is another shard of heart you'll never see again. A philosopher once asked, are we human because we gaze at the stars, or do we gaze at them because we are human? Pointless, really. Do the stars gaze back? Now, that's a question. Have you ever been in love? Horrible, isn't it? It makes you so vulnerable. It opens your chest and it opens up your heart, and it means that someone can get inside you and mess you up. People think dreams aren't real just because they aren't made of matter, of particles. Dreams are real. But they are made of viewpoints, of images, of memories and puns and lost hopes.